Shalom. Koholo Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Bahashem Rakakadash. For blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And as you see the title of this clip, it says Eve is feeling the shift. This is going into women feeling that men is not going to deal with them, like that no more. And all these women are feeling the shift, man, because the women in the West, they have this reputation now where they're no good, man. And they did it to themselves. You can't blame men for that. Because Eve meaning the so-called black woman, mainly, but it also goes with the so-called Latino and Native American women as well. But first and foremost, the number one woman that's in the lead of not being able to deal with is the so-called black woman, man. And why would anybody want to deal with the so-called black woman, especially over here in the West, man? Through past videos I've done, you seen the uh the attitude on Eve. You seen the you can't tell me nothing feminist attitude and personality of Eve, the so-called black woman. Why the fuck would you want to deal with the so-called black woman, man? Right? So let's play this, man. Yahba Shem Yahweh Shah willing, the elect be edified. Shalom.
If you haven't already, go back and watch my last video where I talk about how men don't really like us anymore. And originally, when I was saying us, I'm really directing it towards black women. And I feel like black men do not have a strong desire anymore to be with black women. I don't know why. It may be a multiple of things. It may not just be one reason why, but there has definitely been a shift. And we see it now all over social media. If you look at your top athletes, top black celebrities, look at their wives, look at their children, look at all of Nick Cannon's baby mamas, Cam Newton's baby mamas. Like I can keep going. Like there's not a desire for one black men to commit to black women, and there's not a desire for black men to make black women the mother of their children, even though they came from black women, they were raised by black women, they grow up, they become successful, and they don't pick us.
But you saying it like because our mothers or sisters may be so-called black women that we got to deal with you. First of all, the generation that a lot of brothers, mothers were in was a different generation. The women knew their place. These women nowadays, I'm gonna just give it to you straight. They are worthless, man. And I'm not gonna say all women, like I always say, not all our women are worthless, but a very big number of our women, I would say 99.99.55% of our women are worthless, man. Because they've adopted this whole feminist, mindset to where men have to serve them, men have to do this, men have to provide and protect. Well, men's duties have never changed. A man is going to naturally provide and protect. We don't need you damn women to tell us that, man. We know what our position is. Men have never went out of their position. It's always been you fucking women, man. Every time there's, you know, most of the time, if not all the time, that households are out of order, it's because the damn women are out of order, man. And she sits up here and says, why I don't know why that is. It could be for multiple reasons, or it could be for one reason. You know why the hell it is, man. Right? You know why it is, man. Let's get one scripture, man. Because I had to pause it. I was gonna let it play all the way through, but you know, when these women talk, man, especially the so-called black woman, man, she's not responsible for any damn thing, man. She is no accountability, you know, in the sight of the so-called black woman, man. She does nothing wrong, but yet she'll tell you she knows she's not perfect, right? Which is a fucking cop-out. She'll tell you that, man. But yet she don't listen to you. She don't want to cook. She don't want to clean. The majority of them. I'm not saying all. Not all so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American women. We're just dealing with the so-called black woman, man. Right? Because most of these videos, or when men are not dealing with women, it's mainly men not dealing with the so-called black woman, man. So we're gonna stick it to her, man, because she needs to hear this. This is why brothers have channels telling you to basically stay away from the so-called black woman, man. This is why us brothers in the truth bring out videos telling you to stay away from the so-called black woman, man. Right? And this is one of the reasons why. This is Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. Clamorous means to always want to talk, man. Always talking, man. And ain't got nothing to say. It says, she is simple and knoweth nothing. And these women out here, they don't know a damn thing. Right? Because the order is, I'm not even going to get it, man. The order is in 1 Corinthians 11, the Most High Yahweh Shah, the man, the woman, and the children. But these women, they believe that they're equal or above a man, man. They can do what a man can do. When you've seen countless videos of women not being able to survive without a man, man. You got women say they would rather be in the woods with a bear than a man. What kind of stupid shit is that, man? You women are bugged the hell out. You are completely bugged out, man. Your mouth is reckless. You dress like damn harlots. You're drunk. You're loud. Right? The women of today is nothing like the women in the 60s, the 70s, right? The 80s, mid 80s, right? The women back then, they knew what it was. They knew to submit to their husbands, man. Now these women, they'll get married and still be a damn hoe, man. They'll get married and still act like they single. So why the hell would a man want to spend his time, his money, his energy, his spirit on a damn harlot, man? A woman that's just gonna completely be his enemy and just gonna disturb his peace 24/7, man. Why would he want to deal with you, man? Then when you ask him the question that, oh, what do you bring to the table? I am the table. Look at me. It ain't got shit to do about the way that you look, man. There are many pretty women out here. Many. But do you got a brain? No. Do you know how to be with a man? No. You know why? Because none of y'all, I ain't gonna say none of y'all, a large, super large number of y'all cannot even pair bond because you got all these goddamn bodies on you, man. You done slept with hundreds of men, thousands of men. So you got all these spirits, all these different men in you, man. But yeah, you sitting up here talking about you don't know why black men are not dealing with black women. You fucking blind and deaf, man. And it's just a cop out, right? Let's continue.
And now we see it translating down into the middle class world, right? I'm not a celebrity. The people I date are not celebrities. We don't have that kind of money. But now it's being translated to a level where I could relate to, where your working class black man, white collar or blue collar, they're not choosing us anymore either. That's just a fact. Like, that's just a fact. And you could go back on my last post and you could read the comments. It is true. It is true. And it's actually heartbreaking as a black woman to hear men say those things and to see that, like, they just don't want us. That breaks my heart a little bit. It does. It does. And I don't know what it's going to look like moving forward for the quote unquote traditional black family, because we're not going to have them anymore.
Like I said, why would they? Why would they listen, Eve? The so-called black men don't need you, man. Right? You know what I mean? To procreate, he can. The so-called black man, every other woman wants the so-called black man, man. Right? You can get on your camera and say, yeah, they just want to use you too, not knowing what you're saying. The so-called black woman, she gets with a so-called black man and treats him like garbage, man. The only reason the so-called black woman cannot deal with the so-called black man is because Eve is upset that Jake is wanted all throughout the earth, man. Even at Jake's low state, man. All the women want Jake, man. And why not? If he could find him another one, I'm not telling brothers to, deal with the women of the other nations, but if that's what they do and they can find peace in that woman can vibe with them and whatever, give them a good sense of peace, then why not? Nobody wants to come home to a cackling ass woman, man. Right? But the so-called black woman is a damn harlot in the city, man. This is Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abideth not in her house. Yeah, because these women, especially over here in the West, man, they ain't with making families. They in the hookup culture and Instagram and dealing in their careers and not worrying about a husband right now. But then they wake up one day and say, "Oh, now I want a husband," and think that it's gonna be, easy. It ain't gonna be easy, man. Women, they control sex. Men control relationships and marriages, man. So this is why you have, a whole bunch of hookups. Because what? These women are harlots. And who wants to be with a harlot, man? What's the old saying? You can't make a whole housewife, man. Right? Let's get another one. This is another reason why Jake don't want to deal with you, Eve. Or women in the West, period. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. Yeah, her spirit, man. And this woman, her heart, her spirit is a snare and a net. She up here talking about she don't know why black men don't want to deal with black women. You got to be out of your damn mind, man. It says, let's read it again. Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose hearts are snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall escape from her. Yeah. So if you please the Most High, the Lord's gonna protect you from these demonic ass women, these demons that are out here, man. Right? It says, but the sinner shall be taken by her, because when you read the Apocrypha, it tells you a wicked woman was given portion to a wicked man. So this is why you got Eve up there. I seen a video with Eve talking about how she love her gangster. If he ain't a gangster, then she can't do nothing. She don't even feel good if it ain't a gangster. Bunch of stupid ass women, man. Right? It's crazy. The Lord said, but a sinner will be taken by her, man. So you unruly ass jakes out here, you're gonna get you these women, and they're gonna mess your life up even more, man. You're gonna wind up on the news because you done unalived them. Right? That's what's going on. That's exactly what's going on, man. Right, let's finish it. And then I got a couple more. I got one more.
It's sad.
So we're gonna play it back. It's gonna be my last one. And we're gonna shut it down. This is Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 12. Right? And it says, let's start at 9. Sirach chapter 26 and 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known by her haughty looks and eyelids, man, proud looks. Right? It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly. And a lot of these women ain't grow up with a father. Right? A lot of these women, man. It said, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And these women were given the freedom to be damn whores, man, and be out of bounds. Crazy, bugged out, harlots, bug outs, man. Dress how you want, women's liberation, freedom, right? And that was all made to destroy these women, man. Look at these women now, man. Right? It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself over much liberty. And these women got bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies and proud of it. It said, watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain and drink of every water near her. By every head she will sit down and open her quiver against every arrow, man. That's a harlot for you, man. Sleeping with all types of men, up in all types of men's face, right? You got 20, 30 dudes in her DM. She talking to all of them at the same time, and one of them paying her bills, and one of them getting her hair and nails done and all that shit. These women are bugged out, right? And you ask yourself, you be like, man, these women are, they something to look at, but why they don't got no man? Because it ain't about, your damn, of course, looks, you don't want no damn sea monster. But hey, brothers is starting to see, man, it's about, the spirit in the woman, man. Not about how she looks, because demons, are all out here, man. You got pretty demons, you got, all types of demons out here, man. So brothers is waking up to that fact. It ain't all about your looks, Eve. And the sooner you get that, the sooner you get in line, because you're going to get in line. This place about to fall, man. Right? Isaiah 4:1 going to be implemented. And you women, you going to see the light. You don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to believe it, but it's going to happen, man. So, hey, man. This has been Eve is feeling the shift. And the title of this video that I made it is, why would Jake deal with you, Eve? You're an enemy. Right? So that's it, man. That's all I wanted to say on this. Call hello, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. To the next lesson. Shalom.
It does. It does. And I don't know what it's going to look like moving forward for the quote unquote traditional black family, because we're not going to have them anymore. It's sad.